Chewy just mentioned no Abdul, no Hayden. That probably puts more of an emphasis on you, whether it's shot blocking, rebounding, paint defense. What's kind of been your focus in that area, and do you feel like you have to raise your game with those guys gone?
I mean, I think it's yes in a sense, but I feel like also, like he said, with the addition of the extra length and added piece and everything, it sort of relieves some sort of stress from just having to rely on like a shot blocker because everyone's just athletic and long, able to defend.
Yeah, Coach talked about you guys are maybe less traditional because those guys are more traditional centers. So what's different now for you as a post player, whether it's offense or defense compared to last year?
I'd say the main difference would just be like having to guard multiple positions. So being able to not just sit in the paint or around the basket, like being able to step out and guard like perhaps a perimeter player at some point and just getting out there and making plays on the ball as well.
How much have they asked you to kind of focus on being that kind of dog on the glass, the guy that sets the tone on both ends?
Nah, I mean, Coach Roberts asks that all the time of us every day. Like all the post players, he's asking us to just always go crack the guy down low and then search for the ball, find the ball, everything.
Coach Roberts being on the chicken wing.
Big on the chicken wing. big chicken wing guy.
So you mentioned Abdul and Hayden. Obviously, Abdul's now on the staff. What aspect has he been able to help you as you take on that new role? What insight has he been able to help you make that transition into your senior season?
Yeah, Duel's a great guy, man. On the court, off the court, he's always just there trying to help guys out. And on the court, like going up against him, so he's on our scout team, so I go up against him like every day, and he's always physical. So it's like he challenges not just me, but the other like Lou, Vic, Sage, challenges all of us, honestly the whole team, to just be physical and go after it.
I remember you had a big night last year, and we asked you what it is that you bring to this team, and you were like, energy. I'm the energy guy. Every night I got to bring that energy.
Right.
Is that still the same, or are you trying to expand that, or are you good with just being that instant?
It's still the same, man. It's still the same. I don't think it's going to change. I mean, I always want to just impact the game to the best of my ability, doing whatever I can.
Coach talked about an emphasis for you this offseason was free throw shooting.
Mm-hmm.
How have you maybe seen your progress on that area?
Most definitely see my progress. So I mean, I started just getting a lot more reps at the line and everything, and just working on my touch and trying to just because they said like I'm gonna get to the line a good amount. So being able to convert some of those free throws because last year wasn't that good. So being able to convert some of those points and hopefully just keep taking more steps in that direction.
Have you seen that help your jumper just in general, even
Most
full play?
definitely. My jumper's been a lot better.
A couple of press conferences ago, Wes told us you guys were incorporating a little more zone. Just curious, with you coming from Wake Forest a couple of years ago, you got John Newman played Clemson for a couple of years, Landers played at Virginia Tech for a couple of years. ACC was a big zone conference, whether it be Syracuse or Coach K played a little zone as well. Have you guys been involved in maybe implementing some things that you saw when you played in the ACC from what other teams did? How vocal have you guys been incorporating some of that zone defense Wes talked about?
Right. Personally, I haven't made any comments towards the zone, but Coach West, he does a great job of just teaching the zone in his own way. Like it's sort of different because I mean we've all played for different guys, played for different coaches and everything, and everyone teaches the zone in sort of like a different way, and that's sort of the same thing, but. It's I haven't really given much input into it. All I know is that, I'm just listening to Coach. I'm gonna do what Coach says, and because it works,
Give us a little insight into Sage as a freshman coming in. How has he been, on the court and adjusting to things?
Yeah, so Sage, man, he's tall. You've all seen him, everything. He's tall and he's more athletic than he looks. He's able to run. He's able to defend, block shots, and he's a big body. I think the main thing is more so him just working on that physicality aspect of the game, being so young and being a freshman. But he's gonna be good.
Less than a week to go. How is it for you, kind of being a seasoned veteran on this team? You've been in multiple programs, and somebody asked, or Keith asked Wes, in his presser, whether or not he still gets butterflies. How is it for you in the days leading up? Are you one of those guys that's just like can't sleep, Or are you one of those guys that's zen, ready to kind of ease into the season?
Man, I'm ready to ease into the season, man. I mean, it's right around the corner, so man, I'm just looking forward to it. Looking forward to being able to play with the guys, going against other, just another jersey, like Coach always says. We're out here fighting against each other every day, and it's always just gonna help prepare us, in the long run.
Coach talked about some of the steps Vic's taken this offseason. What have you seen, having played with him last year and then going through a full offseason in terms of what he's done?
Vic, I think, is more so just he's a lot more like confident in his game. He's been good like handling the ball. He's been good, patience in the post. Even defensively, last year, me and him we'd have like some ticky-tack fouls. So coach is like harping on that, not so in order to keep him on the court more and everything. But he's taking a lot of steps this offseason.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, Ody.